Oh, that was fast. After much protesting with the Elgato, I completely forgot one of the games I played is technically a video with little interactivity. So because it's a video, they have it blocked on HDCP, aka the thing that prevents me from streaming on PS4. It's actually a nice safety protocol because if I have that on, I can't use Hulu, and if I'm using Hulu, I'll could have the risk of the cat accidentally starting my stream, which I've had happen. Hence, I was missing a few days before. But hey, folks, it's another great day in the world of gaming. We are trying to clear up our clean up our PlayStation lists, and I found this game on my little list called The Town of Light, so we're going to be doing a little bit of that today. It sounds like it's a short enough game that I shouldn't have to take 2 days to do it. I do it as parts just because of the fact that things might happen. Things might happen that the Elgato stops stream, so I just have it set as part 1 on here. I might remove that if I do get through one stream. That should be a good time today. We'll see how it is, because the loading screen was kind of intense. But we're going to be exploring a psychiatric ward. So let's see how this goes. Oh good, they automatically let you put on subtitles. Alright, here we go. I do like there's chapter select, so I'm going to go a little blind on here, aside from finding collectibles. So it's an actual former Italian psychiatric institution being used for dramatic purposes. Mental health has radically improved, so I'm kind of worried what we're going to see here. Should be interesting, though, to say the least. I mean, shock therapy was considered a major treatment back in the day, as well as lobotomies.
What's happened? What is this place? Maybe I'm dead. I can't see any light. Maybe I am dead. I can't get up. What's going on? What's happening to me? There's no one here, but these noises. God, my head is killing me. I can't keep my eyes open.
Oh, there's a poetic way of saying what we're going through. Oh. Ow. I have to say apply. I'm like, why did that not work? There we go. Interesting. Things don't light up when I touch them. Movement's a little rough.
This place. Time. Memory.
Alright. And the controller just shook. That's not ominous. Not at all.
The only thing I remember clearly is Charlotte, my doll.
Ah, there we go. I'm like... Where do I get to this diary? Wait, how do I turn the... Oh, there we go. R2. Oh, it's not in order. Alright, I guess we'll hold off then. I'm wondering if we're back here for our doll. just feels like a bad idea.
Renee doesn't want to abandon her. Let's search the wards on the upper floor. There's a plan on the wall which shows their location.
Ah, there we go.
Mummy took good care of Charlotte. She tucked her in, hugged her, gave her cuddles and kisses. She was very affectionate and loving. Nothing bad happened to Charlotte. That surprised me. I didn't understand. At first, I was quite scared. I was afraid that she wanted to hurt me. I lived in constant fear that Mom would abandon her. Because I didn't deserve to live. I didn't deserve to be loved. It's cold and it's dark. Look, she's cold. She'll get ill. We can take care of her. Nobody can stop us. Charlotte is a good girl.
Kinda creepy. Okay, I'm very confused what I'm supposed to do. Oh, it's the
Mummy
video
took
again.
good care of Charlotte.
Cancel.
She... Charlotte is cold. Let's take her somewhere warm. Those lamps could make the room warmer. But Charlotte's not happy. She doesn't feel well.
Alright, 1 second.
Charlotte will be comfy here. But it's cold. No, it's cold. Don't shiver, Charlotte. The cold will go away. It'll go away.
I'm assuming we're supposed to take her back to the, to the lamps. Yeah, I'm all for subtlety and nuance. I've played games like Silent Hill and Corpse Party. But this has just been weird having like oh gosh. Just weird. Come on.
The cold has gone away now. You see? The light. The warmth. We can do it. The cold will go away. It has to. Now we can enter the ward where everything started. It all began in the observation ward.
Oh, now they tell me there's a help button. That's what I need, is like I need some actual guidance. That was that way, right? Nope, that way. Oh great, now she's having flashbacks. Can't look behind me. Oh boy. There we go. Here's our psychological horror. Not just the horror of trying to figure out how to play. Now we're getting somewhere. They should have told me the help button sooner, seriously. Oh my gosh. It's all timey-wimey mind screwy.
One day I turned off the light, but it didn't go dark. It was a limitless immensity, a blinding, merciless light. I was 16 years old, and I was afraid, always afraid, a fear that wore me down. I needed help, but I couldn't speak. I was terrified of everything, even thinking. They said they were taking me to a place where the fear would go away, where I would get better. I stopped living in there. They dragged me away and stripped off all my clothes, everything. To explain what was going on in my head, they tied me to the bed for days. I was alone with my nightmares. It wasn't fear anymore. It was madness. And when you're mad, you cease to exist.
It's a nice artistic shot. Her mind is trapped. Her body seems normal.
She was my only hope in this hell. I was descending down among the damned. But that woman and her smile kept me alive.
Renee. Can't turned in at age 17.
The door is locked from the outside.
Of
Here,
course
the
it
doors
is.
can only be locked and unlocked from the outside.
But I got the feeling the doll's representing her. And that guy just took her away, which is probably, this is not going to end well for her. Yep, not going to end well.
He laughed, panted, and slobbered
Yep.
all over me. It hurt me when he touched me. I thought I'd suddenly split open with a loud crack, and I would be shattered into pieces. I felt fragile, sick, dirty, degraded. All I could do was clutch Charlotte tightly while Renee obeyed. He was the master in the realm of light. I was being consumed by the evil act I had committed. I threw up and could feel hell getting closer and closer. Those tests the doctors did to me. They said there was something growing inside, and they wanted to drag it out of me. She stayed with Renee during those terrible medical examinations, and that gave her the strength to survive. They went to the gynecology ward on the upper floor.
She was abused and then was impregnated by one of them. Wonderful. Are they that archaic nowadays?
August
I feel like it's more
1st,
slanted back.
1938. Confidential. Dear A, I know what you think about these things, so I'm referring a patient to you, Renee T. This wretched girl got out of control and caused trouble in the grounds. She's almost 3 months pregnant. The nurses should be more alert.
And it sounds like she
I'm
got a
examining
forced
the girl on
abortion.
the 28th.
What kind of game
I'll
is
handle
this?
things very carefully, don't worry. We don't want to make matters worse. Then they said that Renee was crazy, and that the illness was all in her head. Careful, little girl, careful. I was scared, and I didn't talk to anyone about the illness. Only her. Not even the other doctor. He never touched Renee. He just wrote things down. You can tell me everything. Don't be afraid, he said. Everything's going to be fine. Do you want to know what I'm writing? I note down what I observe in you, everything I see. He didn't hate Renee. He tried to help her, but he rarely examined her in those small surgeries.
There we realize we're already on chapter 5.
The doctor who wrote things down was in Surgery C.
And of course the door's closed. Is that an old school telephone? What is that? Is that a telephone? Radio? Oh yeah, it is a telephone. There's the turn. I was like, where's the knob?
March 12th, 1938. Renee T., 16 years old. Menstruation at age 12. Housewife. Father unknown. Mother a seamstress. Admitted in observation yesterday morning from Pontedera, accompanied by a police officer authorized by the examining magistrate of the Court of Pisa to be admitted for a psychiatric evaluation, which I have carried out. Medical certificate. Mental illness preceded by warning signs. Has suffered from depression for a year, believing she had tuberculosis. Food deprivation. We can't read this document. It is forbidden. We mustn't. If they find out, there will be trouble.
Oh gosh, don't tell me there's branching paths.
Yes, of course you've wondered. Will you help me to understand? To escape this dazzling light inside me that stops me from seeing? She is frightened, hears noises and ghosts, presents serious signs of anxiety psychosis, suffers from hallucinations. She is anxious, confused. Her expression is distressed, a questioning look as if terrified, disoriented. She feels confused, hears voices shouting in her head. She doesn't understand things properly. She has been feeling unwell for 2 or 3 months. When questioned, she replies, "My mother wants to hurt me. I am always scared of her. She chases me." "Why are you here?" "I argued with my mother and was so upset that I felt like my head was spinning. There was a woman there who wanted to force me into a life of prostitution. They wanted to condemn me to be burned at the stake. Children whispered, called my name." March 16th. She couldn't sleep last night. They wanted to condemn her to be burned at the stake. April 4th. Transferred to the calm ward, still under my supervision. "Yes, that's true. The ward where Amara was. Yes, the stake. The children wanted to burn Renee. She had to pay for what she'd done, like witches at the stake." April 21st. She's more awake this morning and is responding to questions, complains of headaches. She became agitated when she found out her mother was there. She says that one day, many years earlier, she was with a friend of hers and met a man who made her get into a car and took her for a ride. He made her smoke cigarettes and drink liquor, and the man showed her certain things. He tried to hurt her and made her go crazy. She says he promised to marry her and made her swear it.
Knew she was pregnant and tried to hurt the child.
These facts were essentially confirmed by her mother. After that, she became arrogant, impatient, and hostile towards her family, especially her mother. She started taking off her clothes in public. Her moods would swing from laughter to tears. She rants. She pleasures herself. I can't remember these things, only the guilt, the stake. I know I deserved to pay for that guilt. I knew it even then. She was uncooperative during the examination. She didn't want to be stripped and her body remained rigid. Voluntary attention almost totally absent. Probable hallucinations. April 25th. Confused ideas, unable to maintain a spontaneous conversation. Reflexes all
What's
wrong.
impressive is that it
Reactive.
looks like the cursive's in Italian.
Let's find Amara, and we'll find the full medical records.
Yep, there's multiple chapters. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, that means I'm gonna have to do things multiple times. I'm gonna have to find a guide to finish that if we're gonna do that. But we'll still keep going with the blind playthrough.
The grounds at the back of the hospital, and then down to the kitchens.
Okay, so if it's grounds, I'm assuming it's out back. $14. Turn right and go out. Oh, sure enough.
This is the road we used to take. If it weren't for her, in the grounds on that bench in spring, so many days. It was an escape, watching nature around us as she talked and smiled. And then there were the kitchens. Sometimes we stole food and ran back to the bench to eat it in secret, and we laughed.
Uh-oh.
She did things to me.
Her too?
Sometimes she touched me.
Jeez.
In the shower, I felt her body against mine for the first time.
Well, now I'm getting flagged.
It was a shiver that warmed my soul. Eyes closed, the light slipped away.
Maybe I should do more research when I pick games that are supposed to be quick.
She wasn't in the system. He wouldn't let her in. That's it. She must be the key. The key to my memories. To the reasons why.
Okay, so I'm on the 6A path. I just have to find the 6B path. There's apparently a collectible out here is what I'm looking for.
Nature helped me to forget, to escape from the system.
I'm trying to figure out, like, was the nurse willing or was it forceful as well? I feel like, though, if she's in a psych ward, she's being taken advantage of. Must be down there. It says the fourth one on the right.
The scent of spring. The land of light was far away, and we spent the days chatting on the stone benches.
Aha. Okay, so now we're trying to get into the kitchen. Weird. Just... This definitely does feel like the traditional piece of art walking simulator. Although, come to think of it, I think Firewatch, I'm told, has multiple endings. I've never played Firewatch. Well! Well, that seemed more comforting. She was smiling there. So there might be other random rooms I'm missing as well. Alright, kitchen. Uh-oh.
Come on, let's look everywhere. She must be here, I'm certain.
Are those like big vats of soup? Oh no, those are laundry, aren't they? I think those are laundry.
Keep looking. We mustn't give up.
My name is Renee. They told me that I have to write this diary, but I don't feel like it. It's not true. Is there voice? Maybe she'll start reading if I get the whole book.
Let's look for Amara in the kitchens in the basement of the building, behind the greenhouse. Where could she be? We've got to talk to her. Everything will be all right.
It's a giant mixer.
But being here now, I don't like it. Come on, let's look for her, quickly. We can't stay in here too long. They'll find us. When they found us... Come on, hurry. We've got to find her quickly. We've got to get out of here. They'll find us. But not now. Not yet. Amara's not here. Maybe she's in the showers. We can find her there. The water was often cold. When it was cold, we ran away. But when it was hot, then she came to Renee, under that cruel white light. I can still feel the shivers her body gave me. Everything must return to how it was. If we recreate that magic, she'll come to us. We have to turn the water on in the showers and switch the boiler on. All the plumbing systems were in the kitchen area.
Very confused. This is the bathroom. Where are the showers? Unless these are the showers. All the plumbing systems were in the kitchen area.